Sometimes I really want to strangle the hell out of you. Sometimes I wish you had hair and just hung. But you know.
Well, lucky for you, I've been working out, and when I work out, I get a slimmer neck. So
So
just
it's
might be
easy.
able to. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Hi. My name is Eddie.
And I'm Omari.
And we are the two voices of the week.
Stark Natives.
Our culture unfiltered. Disgusting the way of this world.
And the next.
Two voices.
Two voices.
Queer.
Queer.
Candid.
Candid.
Discussing the way of this world and the next.
Discussing the ways of this world and the next. Discussing the ways of this world and the next.
Discussing the way of this world.
Discussing the ways of this world. Today, class, we are going to talk about.
I know. Porn.
That thing that everybody likes to watch in secrecy.
But never likes to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Not only that, but because they have different tastes to it.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk about it.
Right. Where do we start?
I don't know. It's just so many things to talk about.
I guess we can start with where this conversation is coming from.
Okay.
The context.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Context
Sure.
matters.
Mm-hmm.
Context matters. Okay. So the other day I was on Twitter, the glorious book of Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And
where it's very nasty at times.
It gets very nasty.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're on Twitter and you are a frequent Twitter user, you will learn after a while that a lot of people have OnlyFans accounts. And for those of you
true.
for those of you that don't know, that OnlyFans is a subscription service that people can use to broadcast videos. Now, granted, OnlyFans is not strictly for porn, but whatever genius,
mainly people do it for porn.
Yeah, there's somebody was genius enough to say, you know what, I'm going to start an OnlyFans and I'm going to do porn on it.
Yeah,
and ever since then, that has been the primary use.
Yeah, it has skyrocketed
OnlyFans
for that. Mm-hmm. And I think that started like 2016, something like that.
Yeah, it was very recent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very recent.
Yeah.
So I saw a post. There was a guy. He's straight. Mm-hmm. Then there's another guy who does the OnlyFans. They both have OnlyFans accounts. And basically this post was about the two guys and how they did a video together. And the straight guy is getting his butt ate by the gay guy. And while the straight guy is eating a girl's cooch.
Very descriptive, huh?
Very descriptive, yes. So you have everybody commenting because they're mad at the straight guys for doing gay porn, or basically they want the straight guys to go further because they feel like, why not get the gay dollar? But then they're mad at the straight guys because they feel like the straight guys are like homophobic as well.
Exactly that. So it's always like a conflict.
Things pop up online about them being homophobic, or somebody may ask them because you get your little fans, and then people ask them like, "Oh, are you gay?" And then they're like, "No, I'm not gay." Or some of them will say, "No, I'm not gay," and the other ones will be like, "No, but if you ever try me with that gay shit, I'm gonna da 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 da." So then it becomes this whole like
homophobic and all that stuff. So then that when it becomes a problem.
Yeah. So. I sent the article, of course, to Eddie, so he could read the threads and stuff like that.
And it was a very interesting thread. There were so many things that they were talking. But there was one person that I actually liked because he was more about, it's a fantasy that they're selling.
Exactly.
You're selling a fantasy, and then that fantasy needs to somehow stay true to that. Because if it doesn't stay true to that, then then people are gonna feel some type of way about it. Exactly. So like, let's say there's like this guy where he plays the down low kind of thing, where he targets the gay audience and everything, but he keeps it where he doesn't do anything gay, but makes it look like he might do something gay.
It's homoerotic.
So then guys, do pay for that and like that. But if he does something that is actually gay, then people are going to lose that fantasy.
It breaks the illusion.
Yeah, it breaks the illusion, and then people are not gonna want to buy that anymore.
Yeah.
So then we're gonna have a problem. I think that what people need to do when they're expressing themselves, especially on Twitter, especially with this kind of thing, is that, if a straight guy that is doing gay porn like is saying that he's not gay or anything, but he will do this,
right?
Then support him. There's nothing wrong with that. I guess it's more about how they express themselves.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So if they're targeting the gay audience and they are being respectful to the gay audience, and that's perfect. But if they're coming like the example that you said, where don't come with that gay shit,
all of
then
that.
Yes, that becomes a problem. So I guess what you could do is, if the person is being like that he's homophobic, even though he's doing gay shit, but he's homophobic, then don't support him. Simple as that.
Truthfully, the way I feel about it is like, one, I always think it's weird when I see comments under porn videos.
True.
Because it's like, I never go, I don't go to watch porn to comment on it. I go there to get my nut and go.
Exactly.
So,
because that's all it's supposed to be.
And it's really weird to me that people care so much about people that they're obviously objectifying, and then they get mad. Like, it really irks me sometimes when I see gay guys get mad at the straight guys who are like, teasing and homoerotic and stuff like that, because I don't understand, where else do you think it's gonna go? Do you think that you're gonna have a chance to actually have sex with him? Do you think that it's gonna go beyond him doing the video?
It just sometimes some of them, or some gay guys, do feel that by them doing that, right, by them just giving this illusion of like he might be gay or he might do something gay, and then like to an extent it's like, okay, it's good, it's fun and everything at the beginning, but at some point it's like you want to see that, and because they don't get to see that, because they're still seeing the same shit over and over, it's like, okay, now you're getting boring.
Honestly,
what you can do is just
go to
get for somebody else.
If this straight guy teases gay guys and makes it seem like he wants to, do gay stuff, but he doesn't, and he just teases you and he only has sex with women, okay, so the fuck what, girl? It's plenty of gay guys. It's plenty of gay guys that do OnlyFans, and you can do them, and you can and you can go ahead and support them. I don't understand how you can feel like you are entitled to tell somebody what to do with their bodies. And if you don't want to support them, you don't have to.
Then don't have to. Because that's another thing. It's like, I'm selling a product.
Yeah.
So if I'm selling a product, I'm going to target this specific audience, and I'm going to try to tailor to this audience and everything. But I'm selling a product that it goes with whatever I feel like it's going to go. And then it is your responsibility, or your choice, not responsibility, it's mainly your choice.
Right.
To either buy that product or not buy it at all.
It's a job. It's become a job. Like, OnlyFans is a job. People may love sex, people may love, but it's still a job.
Yeah, and if this is a product that they are trying to sell, if this is the fantasy that they're trying to sell, then let them meet. Let them sell that fantasy, because it's their way. If you don't want that, if you don't like it, then do not support it. Simple as that. Move on. Do not pay it. And then the other thing is, don't waste your energy on fighting something that most likely you're not going to win. All
the comments tell me, like, when I see people comment on like porn or comment on it really lets me know, like, I really don't give a fuck about anybody else's sexual desire but my own. And I guess the person that I would have sex with. I really don't care. I don't care about what gets y'all off.
Yeah,
like, it's like that, and it's just like, y'all are it gets weird, because it's just like, y'all really wait, like I was telling you yesterday, so it's almost like one of the things that contributed to me stop smoking was you know how like you go and you buy weed from a weed man or whatever, and they give you, you be like, oh, this is not enough for what I gave you, and it's like, okay, this is this. They break down their scale, and you still feel like, because I went somewhere else and they gave me more that was of quality, then you should be doing the same thing.
No,
it's a case by case basis, and also you realize I am sitting over here arguing about something that's illegal. What am I gonna do? Oh, he didn't give me the right number. Officer, yes, I went to go buy weed, and he did not give me the what right I deserve. How dare he? I feel gypped. I'm gonna call the Better Bud Bureau.
Better Business Bureau.
No, the Better Bud.
Oh, the Bud, yeah.
See, he didn't get the joke.
No.
But it's like, so it's like you almost feel like this is stupid. I'm arguing about nothing. And it's like, it's almost like fiendish in a way to me. So it's like, I kind of associate that with like the arguing about, oh, why isn't he, oh, do this next time, show your feet next time, hold up, bitch. Because before I even started taking advice about what you want to see. I was doing this from the get-go. You know what I mean? I came on here, jacked my dick on the video, and then went on about my business. I was doing this for a while. So I didn't really ask you what you want to see. I just gave you what I was going to give, and you supported it. That does not mean that you are entitled to tell me how I should do it.
Yeah, because it is my business. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm going to offer.
Yeah.
It's either you take it or you don't. Yes, we do have to have a little bit of a sense in the sense of like, who are we supporting and everything?
Right,
because at the same time, it's like, if this person is targeting this specific audience, but behind the scene is being a douche back about that audience, then yes, that's fucked up. And no, you should be canceled. That is correct. But if he's not providing you with anything that you like and it's nothing, then mira, take your money away and buy something else. Look for another OnlyFans.
Right.
Just look for another one because there's plenty.
And there's also a big discussion to be had about how when a guy, because there's a guy, his name is Flashman Wade. He's a light-skinned guy. He got dreads. He's very stocky. He got a big old ass. And he's straight. That is how he identifies. He identifies as straight. And everybody's always like coming at him about like, oh, he's actually gay and da-da-da-da. I just know somebody getting in their ass and da-da-da-da-da-da. But he's never been on camera like being sexual like that with the guy. And truthfully, I feel like that's how he makes his money. I think that's the better way to do it, because there were gay porn stars who never like bottomed on camera. Because truthfully, I think it's a little bit of like internalized homophobia where you kind of, once a guy bottoms on camera, you kind of, it deflates his value.
Yeah, like when they're bottoming you, like, oh, now you know.
Yeah, there's a porn star. He's the little Hispanic one, and they wear him out. They say, oh, he's so loose and da 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 da. Because the boy can take a dick like the day can take the sun, and
he's so short and next to like these big things, and it's like, damn. Because they always do a meme with him and this other big dude, and then they put like another picture where it's like a small mouse trying to eat a big banana. They always do that, and it's like, really, yeah, bitches. But in a way, it's like you're doing this as a joke and everything, but at the same time, you feel some type of way that he is so small and he's able to take whatever dick that he can, and you cannot do that.
Like, it's really bottom shaming, and that's one of the biggest issues that we have in the gay community too, is that we bottom shame all the time. When it's like as if we aren't all gay men who have sex with men. Does it really matter if we're topping them or bottoming them?
And not only that, but for some reason, gay men are not able to admit that it's like, oh, I'm a bottom, or they are not able to say, oh, I'm a verse.
Right.
Like, they always try to like be very careful on how they talk about that. Or be like, oh no, I'm just a top. Bitch, if you is the bottom, you is the bottom.
Right.
If you is verse, you is verse. Exactly. And you know what? I prefer being verse than being just a bottom or a top.
Because it's boring. It's like, it's so like, heterosexual.
Yes. Being versatile is like...
Versatile.
Yeah, I know.
I like that. Are you versatile? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's like you get to enjoy and get pleasure both ways.
Yeah.
And it's like, why would you not want that?
I have a full body to experience. Like the other day when I went to that party, so it's so funny, like, I really gain and pick up weight and like lose weight like that. But this guy was at the party. He's one of my friend's friends, and I hadn't seen him in like years. And I met him when I first started high school or whatever. And he kept like obsessing over me having weight on me, which I was okay with. I didn't care, but it was just like,
but in that bad way?
No, in a good way. Oh, like, he kept like touching me and like trying to like being like really touchy and flirty.
Oh, because he likes chubby.
And he had a couple of drinks. I was like, I love this weight. So I was like, we grown now. And I'm just like,
yeah, because he likes chubbies.
But my thing was this. So he said, he was like, if I was a top. So I said, all that top and bottom shit is immature as fuck. It really is. It's very immature. The reason why I don't like the bottom is because the shit is uncomfortable. It's not fun for me. It's a lot of prep to do. Don't nobody want to do all that. I want to be able to eat a full meal and then go have sex if I want to.
Yep.
You know, so it's like that. It's like all that top model shit is like childish as fuck, truthfully, in my opinion. Because it's like, girl, like if you want to do what you want to do, you want to do what you want to do, and it's really nobody's business because nobody's gonna be there but you and that other person.
Exactly. But the problem with that too is that they always want to do the top and bottom kind of part because they have this. It's like
gay people hate gay people. I don't care what nobody say. It may not be on purpose, but I think subconsciously, and then sometimes even through conscious actions, gay people hate other gay people because we treat each other so bad sometimes. And I think that could go for every race.
Yeah, because sometimes they go, "Oh, you're too masculine. Like you're trying to be too feminine.
You're too this,
or you're too feminine."
What?
It's like, bitch, just live your life. Be just you to your most truest and most unapologetic yourself. And
like you still out here putting on this mask for people to be this certain type of guy or this certain type of gay. It's like, girl, who gives a fuck? And the thing is, whatever
you like and whatever pleasure you desire in your sexual things, and by all means do them.
I think that's your thing,
pleasure. Like, it's just for you.
When they say like sexuality is a spectrum, it really is. It really like is. Everybody likes all types of stuff. Like I was telling Eddie, me and one of my Twitter followers were having a discussion about like how pastors have this like sordid relationship with porn. And it's always like the way the pastors get up there and talk about porn, it's almost like, well, what the fuck kind of relationship, what kind of porn were you watching, bitch? How much time were you spending with porn? Like how much did porn affect your life that you have dedicated an entire like seminar or entire gospel to against porn and how it ruined your life and you was cheating on porn with it's like, well girl, what the fuck were you doing? You must have been watching some different type of porn, bitch. But it's like, it's such a spectrum because there's so many different, everybody got different kinks. What's freaky to you is not freaky to me. What's freaky to you is, you know, it's very perspective, like sexual perspective, you know?
It's like one of my sentences that I've been coming lately. We all have a different concept of things. Yeah. A different concept of dating, a different concept of normality, a different concept of pleasure. A different concept of kings. Like we really do. It's just, so whatever is good to you, it's good to you. And whatever is good to me, it's good to me. Yeah. Simple as that.
Because I really do realize that when I see like comments and stuff, and I'm just like, why did your hand move from whatever part of your body it was on to put it on this thing to type, to talk about this? Because you really are in the most basic thing. Or were you just
typing with one hand while jocking off?
It's like at the really basis of this, when it comes down to like OnlyFans and these people, you are objectifying them. You don't want to take them out to dinner. I mean, in the fantasy you may, but it's like it really stops.
Well, you might because you want to have that picture of like going to dinner, and then after that is like fucking you.
But it's like outside of them having sex, what else do you know about them for their job? Yeah, they may post pictures and stuff, but all social media. A social media lifestyle is, altered reality. Pretty much. So it's like you are seriously objectifying this person and getting from them. You're really taking from them a lot. So why wouldn't you pay? And the thing is, if that's your thing, when the internet is filled with free porn, I mean, girl.
Sure it is. But
but it's just like you are objectifying this person, and you think that in addition to you objectifying them, that you get to sit here and comment about them not being gay or being gay because they won't do this or they will do this. And who the fuck do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
And it's just, again, it's a fantasy that is being sold to you.
Girl, that's just like how they ripped me apart on Twitter when I said, I think every gay has this like idea of a trade fantasy.
Oh yeah.
When they had the two guys in the basketball shorts or whatever like that, and I was like, girl, I didn't say there was anything wrong with that. Your fantasy is your fantasy. That's up to you. Nobody can judge you for your fantasy. Keep that shit in your head. Sure. You might, everybody might not agree if you say it out loud, but keep your fantasy in your head, girl. If that's your fantasy,
and
that's
if you want to talk about it out loud, then maybe talk about it with your circle friends,
with like-minded people.
Yeah, with your own friends, with your circle. Simple as that.
So it's just like I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand it. Sometimes I don't get it because I'm just like, why are y'all sitting here writing a full fucking dissertation on porn in these comments and in these threads?
Because
what's going
that's
on?
what they want to do. They want to do the assertion.
It's like, did you come to your senses once you busted your nut? You know, there's a moment of clarity after you climax.
Most likely.
So did you come and you were just like, this motherfucker, he isn't gay. He is this bitch. He's fucking homophobic. How dare he? And you are still sitting drying on yourself. Yeah. And you just like, pretty girl, much. What? It blows my mind. Like, I've never commented on porn. I don't think I ever will, like, comment like that.
It's just weird.
Like, even this, like, I wanted to bring this here, like, bring that here, because this is the only place I'm only comfortable about talking about this like this. Yeah. Because I think commenting and leaving threads, and it's like, girl, that's stupid. Yeah. It's stupid. It's
just weird.
And if this man is straight and he identifies as straight, then he's straight. Like, girl, let him be straight. There are people that,
like, they's like, oh, I wish I was that person, and blah blah blah. And it's like,
girl,
okay,
love yourself more. Mm-hmm. What somebody said the other day, they said, stand yourself. Just like we were talking the other day. Do you affirm yourself as much as you affirm these celebrities? Do you love yourself as much as you love celebrities? Because if not, girl, you got some shit to work on. Mm-hmm. Fuck that new album. Do you love yourself?
Do you make that?
While you sitting here bashing people on the internet about some bitch you don't know. Yeah, so that is, you know, you probably thought this discussion about porn was going to go differently.
But it's not.
But it's not. It went like this because I think that there's a real big, scary dynamic between gay men, porn, and straight men who, you know, are homoeroticism. Yeah. In all media.
And even though there are women that do enjoy
there are
porn.
Women
they really do.
Who flick their bean to gay porn.
And sometimes it's just because I guess they feel, you know, they see like, oh, you know, two men doing, and it's like, you know, they might find it attractive.
And also you get to see a man be, I feel like, honestly, I feel like gay porn, for like women. One, seeing for women, I feel like for women, and it's weird me being a gay man talking for women. I know, right? But I feel like for women, seeing a gay man get fucked is probably the most vulnerable that you have ever seen a man. True. It's probably the most vulnerable that you've ever seen a man.
And you kind of find that attractive.
Yeah, so it's like to see men that vulnerable in that way. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like you enjoy it. And
so, like, you know, I get it. I get it.
But, you know, porn is something that is just for everybody. And it has many spectrums of pleasure and kinks and everything. And people just enjoy it. And that's really what it is supposed to be. Just enjoy that video. Enjoy that moment. Mm-hmm. You know, and if you don't like the person or you don't want to support the person, then don't support them. Yeah. Simple as that.
I have gay friends who don't even watch gay porn. They don't like gay porn. They like watching straight porn. For whatever reason. I
feel weird about that.
I said to one of my friends that I said, I think the reason why you like watching straight porn is because you envision yourself in the place of the woman. Yeah. And
that's stinging a little.
I was like, but that's okay, girl, because that's your fantasy. Exactly. That is your fantasy to have. Mm-hmm. That is fine. And you can't, honestly, you can't let anybody shame you for your fantasy. To a certain extent, I do not support, you know, bestiality and pedophilia. Mm. So when it gets to that kind of fantasy, girl,
that's when we have to stop.
We're going to draw the line there. But outside of that, girl, do what you want. Mm-hmm. Oh, and rape fantasies. That's a bit much too.
Yeah, that's that one. I never understood.
Let's keep it a G. Let's keep it a spade. That's not.
Yeah, I never understood that part. It was like,
but you know, everybody's got their own little things, their own little kinks, and as long as you're not hurting anybody,
and,
you know.
Yeah, not hurting anybody or being disrespectful to anybody, like, then, you know, enjoy it.
Yeah. But don't get your ass in these comments talking about what a bitch should do and how they should bend over and stick it out and poke it. That's not your place. If you want to support, bitch. If they're not showing you what you want to see, girl, go somewhere else.
Then move somebody else. Yeah, because there's plenty.
The same way you'll go to Target over Walmart or Walmart over Target, girl, same thing.
Yeah. Pretty much.
They got this over there. They don't have this over here. This is a little cheap over this.
Just go over there. Just deal with it.
Fuck out.
Okay. Do not waste your time. Do not waste your energy on something that really is not gonna do much. Okay.
But I'm Omari.
And I'm Eddie.
And we are
the two voices of the week.
Stark Natives,
our culture unfiltered. Discussing the way of this world.
And the next.
And do not forget to do your daily, saintly, duties by following, subscribing, sharing, liking, and commenting. And if you are on Apple Podcasts, then do not forget to do your beautiful review and leave a 5-star rating.
Yes.
Just like our friend Purple Man. Okay.
Purple.
Oh no, Batman. Purple Batman.
And when you go on there to leave your review or your rate, you will see Purple Batman left one and did their daily saintly duties. So go ahead and do that as well. So we thank y'all for watching, and we hope that we provided a perspective that you may not have heard or that you even agree with.
Or that you always wanted to talk about, but you didn't feel like talking about it.
Go watch some porn. Don't be weird. It's okay. Go watch
it's part of life.